Hi everyone. In this lesson, we are going to discuss about types in Python. See, in Python, we have multiple ways we can define. That means different companies uses different types of platforms. So that means when we have Java application, then the Python can be used in Java project. So then that we can call it as Jython or JPython. Okay, so nothing difference here. Python code is we have to write whether it is JPython, CPython, Ruby Python, Anaconda Python, Iron Python, whatever. We need to write Python programming language only, Python program only. Because why we have given different names here? Different companies define different names. That's it. Only naming difference are there. So when we talk about CPython, this Python can be used in C language applications. Then we can call it as CPython. When Python can be used in Ruby applications, then we can call it as Ruby Python. Anyway, JPython, CPython, Ruby Python, we are writing Python programming language. And then we have Anaconda Python. Python can be used to handle volume of data. That means if we have huge amount of data, we can use Anaconda Python to data processing. And we have Iron Python. So that means Python can be used in .NET applications. In .NET application, for example, whether you can take Java, C language, Ruby, Anaconda, Iron, whatever you take, then for example, you take any one programming language. For example, you have 20 tasks, okay? Then, for example, in Java, okay? Then what we need to do here, so 19 or 18 tasks that Java can do successfully. Let's take an example, okay? Then two tasks are very complex, okay? That means complex here. So in this case, Python can work here for these two tasks, okay? Then this Python is working in Java application. That's why we are calling JPython. Same thing you take. In C language, you have 20 tasks. Then 18 tasks are able to do with C language. 2 tasks are very difficult to do handle with C language. That's why Python will come and work here because it's a portable language. Anywhere it will integrate without, because it's an open source language. That's why Python will go and work here to solve these complex issues. So now Python can use in C language application. That's why we can call it as CPython. Same as it is for different technologies also. So nothing is different when you observe outside JPython, CPython, Ruby Python or some, if you find somewhere, don't confuse. Python, when you are learning Python concepts, then you can apply for anywhere. Only companies will use different names for different projects. Okay. So I hope it's clear. So thank you very much. We'll connect next video with new concept.